Hi there, Lindsay here from Vibrant Coaching. So maybe you're experiencing a flare-up at the moment, whatever that might be. I know I talk about backs a lot because that's the one that I understand personally, but any flare-up in pain, there's a few things that I could just share with you which might help you come out of that flare-up more quickly, and it's to do with the mind-body connection, and it's to do with the latest in neuroscience and pain science. So when the pain is intense, the brain is obviously feeling incredibly threatened, and it's these threat response, this stress response in the body that actually escalates the pain. So it's a vicious cycle. The more we feel the pain, the more fearful we are. The more scared we are, the more we're more likely to experience more pain, and it just starts to get more and more and might hang around for a lot longer. So how can we reduce a flare-up more quickly? So you're going to have some emotions involved. You're more than likely going to be frustrated, angry, as I said, terrified, maybe petrified, scared. And it sounds hard to say this and hard to understand, but the less we react, the more calm we can become, the more messages of safety we can give our body, the more likely we are to come out of that flare-up. So for example, if you are someone who likes to run and you try and push yourself too soon, then your brain is going to interpret it as a threat. So actually pushing through the pain, forcing yourself to do something that you're scared of or apprehensive about, is going to ramp up the pain. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get back to running. It doesn't mean that you're not going to, let's say you've had a back flare up, you're scared about getting in the car. Anyone who's had a back flare up is going to get that. It's going to understand what I'm talking about, getting in and out of the car, driving. So, could you walk? Can you compromise? If you need something from the shop, could you go to a local shop and have a little walk rather than get in the car? It's not giving in, it's listening. You will eventually go back to running. You will eventually go back to going about your normal business, getting in and out of the car. I know this because I've lived it, I've done it. But when we push too quickly and we become too frustrated and angry and we don't listen to ourselves, that's when the pain can ramp up, because the brain is seeing it as a threat. So be kind, be gentle, be understanding. Just say, hey, I can't do that today. Can't do my run today. It's coming. Maybe I can compromise. Maybe I can go for a walk. I can't get in the car today, but that's okay. Annoying, I know, frustrating, yeah, but be kind. It's all right. We'll get there. The less reactive, the more calm we can stay, the less the brain interprets our actions as threats, and the more likely we are to recover more quickly. The flare-up will flare down because there are less danger signals. So it's a double-edged sword. We want to get back to a normal life, but we have to do it with compassion and kindness and understanding. So just be sensitive towards yourself and look after yourself. But this is one of the key things to work on. So maybe just pop on your shoes and go for a nice walk, a gentle walk. Enjoy the sunshine on your face, enjoy the breeze, and just tell yourself, I'm all right in this moment. In this moment, I'm safe. Because you are.